Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown. I want to talk about the Censor 11, cartoon. Sorry, it's like late at night. It's about probably 1 o'clock in the morning. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it's 1:12 in the morning. So, bear with me here. So I want to talk about the Censor 11. The Censor 11 cartoons are basically Warner Brothers cartoons. I think they're all Warner Brothers cartoons that have been banned because of its racial stuff. I'm going to get into that. This is why it's an Enlightenment video. I want to say one thing before I continue on with the video. Anyone that is a white person that gets offended with these Warner Brothers shorts, you have no right to get offended. You should stay the fuck back and and take care of your own species, your own kind. Let our kind worry about it. Let Afro-Hispanic, that so-called Afro-Hispanic and so-called black people, quote-unquote, worry about it, you know? But even then, we're not even going to worry about it. We will see it and be like, oh, yeah. It's funny, too, because I think on the Gold Collection DVD, Whoopi Goldberg saying that, around that time they were showing, these cartoons were made like that, showing you what was happening around that time. And was it meant to be offensive to people? No. That's what she said. Now, is that true? To be quite honest, man, remember what I say. Anything that you hear from these motherfuckers is a reverse. So obviously it's not. These motherfuckers, you mean to tell me that these guys that make that Looney Tunes characters and Metally's characters, you mean to tell me that these guys that work with Disney are not fucking racist? Or not quote unquote racist, because racism is, look, let me talk about racism. Racism is not really a thing. It's a thing that white people point out. That way other people that are like you and me don't speak out. Okay? That's why when we say the truth of like, oh, we're not the same, basically, and someone's going to be like, oh, that's racist or some shit, some stupid shit. How's that racist? For example, if the sun starts killing white people off because they can't take the sun, for example, is that racist? No, it's not. That should tell you what the fuck who you are. Maybe you should not be on this planet, basically. You know? And that's what I'm trying to convey here, guys. White people should not even fucking be offended about this shit because they made it themselves. To be quite honest, they should look at us when they see these cartoons and they should fucking like bow down to us, to be quite honest. Because to be honest, the first Looney Tunes character was Bosco, and Bosco is not a monkey or ink kid. He's a brother. Bosco is basically one of the first carbon cartoon characters. And Warner Brothers is not highlighting that. I've seen some of his shorts, the Bosco shorts. They're not offensive at all. Even some of the Censored 11 cartoons, some of them, look, are some of them bad? Yes. Alright? Like the whole, let's see, what's that called? The mama thing of, I forgot what's it called. It was made by Universal. I forgot what's the short called. I have the short. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. This, you probably can't see it. This right here, fuck. I could turn the light on. Hold on. Okay, I did not want to do this because I just wanted to make it quick and all that. But since I'm showing you guys stuff, might as well tell you. Let me put this a little down because I don't want to that way that quick. So here it is right here. I recently got this right next with the Looney Tunes Golden Collection. They both came to my house on the same day. And to be honest, half of the stuff in here, like I've scored of how high offensive these cartoons are, basically, and the one that um Scrap Me Mama with the boogie beat, that one. Look, when I first saw it on YouTube, I thought it was highly, highly, highly offensive. Mainly because they're portraying us as lazy. They don't even have going to heaven on a mule. That's not part of the Censor 11. I checked on Wikipedia. That's nowhere to be talked about. Is that part of the Censor 11? Because I'm looking at the list and it's nowhere on there, guys. There are 2 shorts here that are all from the Censor 11, if you want to get this. And some people want to look at this and say it's offensive. But to be quite honest, guys, this is what some of our people look like. Big nose and big lips. Like, come on, guys. Like, you know. But, let's see. The first one, to be honest, was like Uncle Tom and Little Eva. I think this one is not a Warner Brothers short, but it looks like it is. And I watched it, and I gave it a 4 out of 10 of like how quote unquote offensive it is. Because I'm just like, I really don't like. I get it. I'm not saying I don't see it, guys. I'm a dumb here, you know. For kind of loud, there's one right here, The Lion Tamer, from 1934. I don't know what this company is from, but holy shit, this one's bad. Not just like animation style. I'm not saying the animated is bad, but the show is just bad in general. And not only that, it's also offensive as fuck. What the fuck? That I could agree with. I gave that an 8 out of 10. I gave that an 8 out of 10. Right? In the Rashing match, I think that's what. Yeah, it's the same. It's with the same characters as Lion Tamer. I gave that a 6 out of 10 as like quote unquote again offensive. But the reason I'm pointing that out quote unquote offensive is because this is an Enlightenment video, so I don't want people to be like, oh, it is offensive and shit like that. No, you guys gotta pay attention. They want you to be offended for anything around here. Mainly because they want you to get fucking rules around it. They want you to get a fucking rise out of you at the end of the day. Okay? And again, going back, these Caucasians should not be fucking offended about this shit because you guys fucking goddamn made it. You guys are offended about it because you don't wanna accept who you actually are. You don't wanna accept your past. That's why you fucking Caucasians can't accept this shit. That's why you sell this type of shit and you call it banned. Because if you put it out there in the public, the thing is, Looney Tunes is not for kids. It never has been. The creators themselves literally said, yeah, it was never for kids. It was the opposite for Disney. And everyone knew that. But yet, I mean, people like you and me, we still watched it. Look, I got a Looney Tunes t-shirt. For kind of like Bugs Bunny, like, look, with the white gloves and shit like that, I put a link in the description box of telling you what the white gloves mean. I think it also goes to an accord. I found out a long time ago that the reason these characters wear gloves too, it's also representing a cult from these wicked beings. So I haven't researched that in a long time, but I learned that when I was like about 18, 19 years old. I was young. I gotta look at that again. I haven't looked at that in a long time. It could be a lie. But I haven't looked at it. So who can I say? If you know, tell me. But the whole thing of why these cartoon characters wear gloves is because they're doing quote unquote blackface. And the reason I'm saying quote unquote blackface is because when you research more on blackface, basically, it's because these Caucasian people, when you see their like videos of them having blackface and stuff, they're not saying the word nigga. They're saying N man. end man, like end men. We know what they're saying, nigga, but why that? Why not then? How come they're not saying it? Wouldn't they be saying it? Most people say that that's disrespectful, anyways, because if you know their name, nigga, it also means king, serpent. So them saying end man is like saying, oh, how dare you not say that, or something like that. But you gotta look at, you gotta look around that time. Mm-hmm. There are some brothers and sisters out here that, because I've seen some videos of talking about this, that a lot of people look at the blackface stuff and they're like, is that supposed to offend me, or are they doing that because they want to be us? And they're representing us because they want to be us that bad. Could they be, psychopaths and crazy? Yeah. But could they be generate? Like, could they be a nice person, basically, but still do that? Yeah. Because around that time, obviously. you know? You know? And it all goes back to your cartoon characters. You call like Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, again going back to Bosco. Bosco was a brother. Look the way that I don't think Bosco had gloves, right? Did he have gloves? I don't think so. I could pull up a picture, but I don't have my laptop to be quite honest. I let my sister borrow it. So I can't do like lectures as I like to. As I haven't really used the laptop, but I would pop that out real quick right now and used it since I didn't have it. But that doesn't matter. I'm gonna continue on with this, and I continue more about the censored 11 shorts. I'm sorry that this is like low and stuff, but it's literally late at night, and this just got me going. Because I'm actually fascinated with this whole Warner Brothers shorts thing that we like in a way wanna, like, some people just wanna forget, but others like me should we should know about that and preserve it, have video for it. The fact that we don't is kind of fucked up. It's like saying, "Oh no, we're not gonna talk about that." Again, going back, it's like saying that short, going to the heaven with a mule. That short. That's not. I don't see that part of the Censor 11 list. And when I watched that short, it at first I was like, "Oh my god!" But when I watch it more and more and more, I'm like, what do you want me to tell you guys? What do you want me to tell you? They're literally telling you what was going on. Is it fucked up that you see all people smiling while they picking cotton? Yes, that's one. I can see someone get offended with that. The other one is I'm not gonna say the design, because look, when you have Kanye, I think, is it Kanye? Is it Kanye? I don't know, but some celebrity did a music video with that same art style. I remember seeing that video a long time ago, and I was offended about it, but at that time, now I'm looking at it different because I'm 28 years old and more wiser, and I know better. So I look at that cartoon now and also back then, because I also told myself back then, if quote unquote, if you get offended, Jay-Z, it was Jay-Z, if you get if you get quote unquote offended of what these cartoon characters look like, why would you put them in your music video? Oh, that's just, no, I'm serious. Why? There's no reason to. You went through that art style for a fucking reason, my bro. Okay? There's no reason for you to do that shit. You should be offended to even try to put that in your music video, but yet you did it. Oh, it's just a message. Motherfucker, do you know what we live in? Yes, it's also a message, but it's not the message that you're thinking of, my bro. Literally, if they saw me around in the 30s, these people that made Warner Brothers, they would have drawn me the same way, just light skin, more lighter. That's really it. I can I can get more tan because of the sun and shit like that. Because some of us can do that. I mean, all of us can do that, obviously. All people can do that, obviously. No shit. I mean, we're sun children and moon children, basically. But I'm not getting deep into that. Some people want to be like, with the whole moon shit. It's a headache, but I'm not getting into that because at least you know that. If you know, you know. So going back, Little Black Jimbo, Sambo. This is a Disney one, and it's from Ub Iwerks. Yeah, Ub Iwerks made this. To be quite honest, I don't see the reason why this short is not talked about or even like, oh, forget about it. I'm all like, it's not even offensive. What a woman, a woman like us. I mean, a woman that's my species anyway, basically, is doing laundry and taking her kid a bath and doing and it's a cartoon world, so no shit, she's gonna probably dry her kid or something that's like on a rack or some shit like that. You see those shit in normal cartoons that with Caucasians. It's funny that it look there's also a show that's banned of like Don or Daffy Duck riding on a sister, literally, and smacking her on the ass, and she's riding like a horse. And I'm like, if that was a white woman, no one won't be as offended. But since it's a black woman, all of a sudden everyone wants to be offended. I hope you know Daffy Duck is a brother. So is Bugs Bunny. The one that's not a brother is Elmer Fudd, Porky. These are not brothers, but the other ones are. Sylvester's not a brother. He's a feline, obviously. So, and Tweety Bird is a dragon, basically, a little tiny baby dragon. And you know, Looney Tunes have like other types of characters, like chickens. Fargo Leghorn. He's not a. He's an unorganic person, chicken. So yeah. So you have all of these different types of animals and creatures and shit like that. That some of them are not organic, some of them are, but some of them are not. And they represent also in Looney Tunes. Right? That's why when you look at Looney Tunes, you gotta look at it with a third eye perspective. I've been watching these shorts. Not to say I'm not focusing on myself or anything like that, of course. That has never stopped, and it's not going to. But when I'm watching these shorts, I'm just like, and the thing is, most people might be like, "Oh, you just buying these things so you could just watch them and all that shit." Look, sometimes yes and sometimes no. Other times I just want to buy them just because I haven't seen them in a long time. How long I haven't watched Looney Tunes, you know? But it is good to talk about it and go back to stuff like this, because if I didn't went back to Looney Tunes, I wouldn't be talking about the Censor 11 and the whole thing with of how we are, of what represents the Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is literally, and it all started with literally, if you want to call it a so-called black boy or Afro kid. It all started with an Afro kid for Looney Tunes. And most people want to be like, no, it just goes around that time that, you know, racial stereotypes and shit like that. Look, I'm not going to say you're not wrong. I'm not going to say that. Did we get that? Yes. But you got to think about how these Caucasians are and still are. They have a mindset of like, oh, if I know you, I'm gonna know everything about you. Everything. They're creepy about it. Alright? Seriously. For crying out loud. Like, I smoke weed and I go to classes and they want to fucking, like... And I'm like, you guys know I smoke weed all the time. But automatically, since I smell like weed, you want to fucking complain? What happened to that time of like, hey, as long as you're not doing it here, that's fine? I'm basically leaving that place anyways. Acting like whatever. I'm not getting into that. That doesn't matter. You guys didn't came here for that. But what other short should I talk about? Let's see. Hitting the trail for Hollywood Lane. To be quite honest, guys, I feel like the song is kind of like, even though it's catchy. All these songs are catchy. That's the thing. um, except for like the other two shorts, like the Lion Table and the other one. But I gave that a 4 out of 10 of a quote unquote again offensive. Let's see, Jungle Jitters. To be honest, I don't think Jungle Jitters is literally not that offensive at all. I mean, I didn't give it a 0 out of 10. I give it a 4 out of 10. The reason for that is because I could see some, like, some people, there are some aspects that all, like, you know, like the green with the nose and then using it as a, you know, like a, what is it, a jumping rope and stuff like that. I mean, when you think about it, it's funny. But when you think about it more, most people might get offensive about it, but, I don't know. I just point that out. That's really it. And most people might point out of like, oh yeah, but they're dancing too and smacking their butts on the drum. And I'm like, and them dancing like with sticks and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, well, why? How's that offensive? Oh, it's offensive because we did it. Yes, of course we danced and all that shit. The fuck? What's wrong with you people? And then most people are like, oh, the way they dressed. I'm like, that's how we dressed. The fuck's wrong with you people? And then going back, the only one that gets offended is these Caucasian people, and they want everyone else to get offended with them. Fuck you. Fuck you. The fuck's wrong with you? And then all people that want to get offended about it, I'm like, you're not seeing those cartoons in another view? Have you ever thought of this perspective? The only reason why they show these cartoons, like again going to heaven with a meal. I always point that out. Like you look at that and you'd be like, yeah, you'd be like, holy shit. But at the same time, you'd be like, that was around that time, or that was around the time that they, you know, their grandfather or their father was around with. So, did they feel bad? It doesn't matter if they did. Subconsciously, they didn't give a fuck. Okay? Oh, that's fucked up. Subconsciously, they don't give a fuck. Okay? It's, again, if they didn't give a fuck, none of you Caucasian people wouldn't point these out of these cartoons literally being offended for you. I'm talking about you guys get offended more than anybody else with these shorts. And I'm all like, why are you offended? Going back to what Bobby Hemmett has saying, why are you offended with the N-word? It has no association to you at all. So why are you getting offended if I say nigga? God, you know how many times I want to fucking tell the fucking teachers and classes to shut the fuck up with that whole shit? Oh, stop saying niggas. Like, shut up. You don't know what the fucking meaning of what the word is. I want to fucking let you, my fucking brothers and sisters out here, basically, scream that shit out loud. Because I know they will listen. And when they listen, they'll be like, oh shit. Because I'm the oldest one out of all of them. They're young as fuck. So, if you haven't got this, I got it obviously to complete the Looney Tunes collection because some of this stuff is from Warner Brothers. You got again, hitting the trail in Hallelujah Land, which is again not bad. Jungle Jitters to be again quite honest, someone might get offended with, was it, there's another part that someone might get offended of it. I mean, I think it's funny as fuck. That's the thing. You gotta know how humor is. Some people have different types of humors, and some of the humor in this, to be quite honest, I kind of find kind of funny. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them, and I'm just like, why is anyone offended of this? Like, this is so fucking stupid. Sorry, I'm just stretching my arm because I've been holding my phone, and you know how you hold your phone, and then you get almost like pins and needles and shit, almost. Get your blood flow through there, but sorry guys, I'm just looking at it. So, Jungle Jitters, I actually like that short mainly because the funny part is about it is that you have our people and you have a queen that's literally that's literally a bird. A bird. When I saw that shit, I'm all like, that's why it's banned. Not because of all of this offensive shit, because what they fucking show the truth there, man. That's a lot of truth in that fucking short. And then they want to make us cannibals. They always depict us as cannibals. Guys, for crying out loud. When Christopher Columbus came here, he saw cannibals, and he saved those cannibals from for religion. Man, fuck you. I remember hearing that a long time ago, and I'm like, wipe my ass with that shit. Because I knew that was horseshit. Horseshit. Acting like Christopher Columbus was like a savior for like black people and shit like that. The fuck's wrong with you? Once he stepped on the land, he immediately wanted to fucking rape little girls. The fuck's wrong with you? The fuck's wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? Fucking sick fuck. Literally. Another Warner Brothers short. Let's see. Oh, oh yeah, I talked about that. Scrub Me Mama with a boogie. Okay, going back. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. Which one you rather get offended by? One of our people being called Lazy Town? Or picking cotton, getting drunk, passing out, going to heaven, and seeing what our brothers and sisters actually look like angels. That's what the show showed. And yes, the brother that got drunk and went to heaven literally went to a little like area that had said that said don't touch and grabbed something and started drinking it, and then got kicked out and went to Hades, which is back to this realm, basically the 3D realm, what they call it, you know, the physical realm, basically, you know. And when I saw that short, I'm all like, I could see some people might get offended in the opening, but you have movies that have stuff like this, and no one doesn't get offended by it. People might get offended by it because it's cartoons, and I'm just like, guys, cartoons is a medium. Cartoons can do anything, and I don't think none of these cartoons should be banned at all. And I don't think none of these cartoons should be censored at all. And I don't think these cartoons should be hidden from the public. Warner Brothers, for some reason, I heard that you guys are going to release another Looney Tunes stuff, but with all the stuff that you made, literally, like including the Censor 11 stuff. And I'm just like, if that's true, if you all going to release that shit, then good. Just put a big giant label on it saying that this is not for children, because it never was. It never was. You literally need to put a label on it when you release it saying that this, you need to be 21 and up to watch this, to be quite honest. Because I don't think 18-year-olds can actually take this shit. I'm dead serious. Because you need to have an adult mindset to get this shit. And even, not even. The thing is, too, if I show my grandparents this, they probably won't even get offended by it. like the way they look. Now, if also, now I want to point this out. If some of our brothers and sisters don't get offended about that type of design look, for example, then why are we getting offended? And did you know that some of these shorts that happened actually brought in, this is what I heard. Well, actually, that was told in the Golden Collection with the Goldberg saying that hey, without some of these shorts, we won't even have actually a force brother trying to make animation. So I'm just like, huh. If that's true, then cool. To be quite honest, if that's true, you know. So what was the other thing I was going to talk about? I think that's all the stuff that's here. It's a ink in the Madam Bud. I hope I'm saying that right. This is a Chuck Jones introducing us into Inky. So, a native boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this one. So, this one is not offensive at all. People got offended about this because, the character's design. I'm like, how many times do I have to tell you people? Like, sorry. I'm like, how many times do I have to tell people that, what, they depict us with big nose and big lips because that's what we are? Oh, it's exaggerated, that's why. Do you know cartoons? Have you seen, for example, you know what these celebrities look like when they in Looney Tunes, right? And they look weird and exaggerated? And they don't look like what they look like in real life? Like, for example, if they put Charlie Chaplin in Looney Tunes, they would make him look like exaggerated. And you look at it, you're like, what the fuck? That looks creepy. It's because they're using the real model of a head. And the thing is, too, those statues, there's literally a statue head of a brother looking like what people might call offensive. And I'm just like, I think, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in one of Bobby Hemmitt's lectures, he actually showed that head. And I'm just like, and everyone wants to get offended about it. I think he even said this was the depiction, that you were depicting yourselves as this. And I'm just like, and they put it in your cartoons, and automatically it's banned. Oh, I'm offended. What the fucks? Yo, man, people just want to find shit just to get offended of for no reason. Now, there's another Warner Brothers show that's not on here. It's basically, it's all about angels, but it's carving people. And there's only one offensive thing that's kind of bad, is showing a brother that's an angel, you know, that's like, he's just moaning, being like lazy and stuff like that. An angel that's lazy. A brother that's lazy. And he's on a trombone. He gets a call from the higher up, basically. And he talks on the phone, and he has that raspy voice of like laziness, basically. Like, I could imitate it, but I don't even feel like I should imitate it, because it's just, yeah. That was bad. Other than that, that short is not bad, to be quite honest. Other than that short's not bad. I think that's like, and the thing is too, I want to point out that short. That short is, hold on guys. Let's see here. I know that. Hold on, guys. I apologize with this shit. Oh yeah. Scott Me Mama also showed us eating watermelon and shit like that. They also show that too in what is it? What's it called? What's it called? Going to heaven on a mule. There's another one of other show that's I don't think that's even part of it. Actually no, it is. I think it is a part of it. Huh? What's the name of it? It's called the Goldilocks. Yeah, I think it is on that one. I mean, on the list of it. I could be wrong. This one's on the list of it too. Alright, guys. Okay. All these fucking commercials are fucking. I'm not trying to look at a Betty Boop short right now. I'll look at the Fleischer ones eventually. I clicked on this one. Why is it not? Don't you just hate that they just have a picture of it? Really? You guys are not gonna let me. They're literally not gonna let me see this short. But anyways, forget it. It's this one. It's this one. The one that I've been talking about. That's the only thing that's offensive and fucked up. But other than that, they literally are showing you who are the angels. Us. And so many people want to fucking look at that short and not look at it in a, you know, in a high view, high knowledge. Because people just want, again, people just want to be angry. Why do you want to be angry? Because it feels good? Because that's the only option you have. Because you don't want to feel happy. You don't want to look at that, stand back, and look at the reality, basically. Yeah, I think that's really it. This is all the shorts that I've had. I don't know if you can see that. That's all the... No, you can't see that shit. But overall, I mean, I recommend getting this. So, there's that. I am trying to find a DVD of the Censor 11, but there is none. There isn't. And the thing is, there's more than just Censor 11. Again, going back, Going to Heaven on a Mule is not part of the Censor 11. And that literally would fit right into it. I don't know. But, again, I haven't seen all the Looney Tunes shorts. I mean, all the Looney Tunes, Golden Collection. So, all of that could be in there. For all I know. I haven't went to, volume 3, 4, 5, and 6 yet. Especially 6. I mean, I could look at the names on it, but are they really going to put a name of saying Going to Heaven on a Mule? That's something that they probably would change the name of it, but then when you watch it, you would see the original name. I don't know, guys. So that's it. I'm just looking at the boxes down below that I have right now. So I think that's it, guys. So I just want you guys to know, you guys gotta know some of this stuff. The Censor 11 stuff is really interesting. It really is interesting. And it's usually mostly Warner Brothers shorts. And it's kind of funny that it's mostly is Warner Brothers shorts, you know? It's not like, not to say Looney Tunes don't have it, or MGM, or Universal, for crying out loud. Again, what is it? Let's see. Sunday going to what was it? Sunday go to the meeting time. That one's not bad, but except for one part when you see the brother going basically going back to church basically, and there is a silhouette of him when he goes back to church and he's reading the Bible and he's like an angel and stuff like that, showing you even more of what we are. But there's a part in that short where he's trying to go to church and he's going like basically like that. And the reason he's going like this, like, you know, to go to church, the reason he's going like that is because there is like basically, you know, when you go to the movie theater, you have to like, you know, go on those, you know, things when you're on the line and everything like that. Basically, it was like that, but instead of the strips, it's wood, and it's literally almost a line to like for slaves. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, wow, look, they literally were like, hey, you thought the offensive part was grabbing the brother from him picking cotton and going to church. You thought that was offensive, but no, this one is more. And I'm looking at that like, you thought him picking cotton and getting dragged to church was offensive? This was showed like literally 2 seconds or 3 seconds, but it's the most shocking thing you'll ever fucking see on a fucking short. And I'm like, holy crap! And that's on YouTube. That's free on YouTube. But when it comes to this, like, you can watch this okay on YouTube. This you can't. I've been trying to upload that on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, edit it and all that stuff. Because I'm actually planning on putting these Censor 11 shorts, the ones that I can find, and maybe a little bit more from Warner Brothers, exactly from Warner Brothers, and put them on a DVD. To sell it? No, just for me. To complete the Warner Brothers collection, more when you see it, basically. But not just to do that, but I don't know. It just feels right to have it, because again, if it's not in the Looney Tunes Golden Collection, then okay. It's kind of odd. I don't think some of them, Bosco's, and even one of Foxy's shorts is not on there. I think I could be wrong. I have to look back at it, but that's really it. I'll see you guys later. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. So yeah, look at these cartoons in a different light. That's all I can tell you. And one of the cartoons that people got offensive with was like, it was like Elmer Fudd type figure, but it was like a brother hunting Bugs Bunny. And he, yes, was acting stupid, but that's nothing new. They always depict us stupid sometimes. It's the Warner Brothers way. And the only time they will never show us being stupid is that if we are a main character. I mean, well, not a main character, a main mascot for them. Because look at Bosco. Did they ever try to do all those things that you see in these shorts? No, actually. When you really think about it. When they had Bosco, they literally like loved him. They were like, yep, this is all little, you know, this is all Afro Boy, and we all going all the way with him. And to be honest, he's more, if you want to say entertaining, I guess, he's more likable than Mickey Mouse. And Mickey Mouse is also a brother. It's just that Mickey Mouse doesn't have a lot of personality as much as Bosco does. I'm just saying, they're the better versions of Mickey and Minnie. Yep, I said it. Bosco and his girlfriend are the better versions of Mickey and Minnie. And I think a lot of people will say that too. Because when you watch their shorts, and you watch the Mickey and Minnie shorts, you'd be like, I mean, if you watched how Mickey was back in the day, he wasn't kind either. For crying out loud, he pulled Minnie's panties and then she cried while he was laughing. So, great relationship. You guys start off great. I bet years of counseling had to change that. But that's it, guys. That's it. So, be safe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think. You know, I might do a part 2 to this. So, I do need to go back and find out how to download stuff on a CD. Because I think I still have some stuff. I think I still have the CDs I can download on there. Even though it might have like a line on it, or it might skip a few frames. I have to figure that out. Because it's... Actually, I think it would work perfectly. Because it's not... Because what I have, I need to have more megabytes for it. I think that's one of the reasons why it skipped and all that crap. But, whatever. I'll see you guys.